Hi friends, I'm indeed vegan with a green salad, a spinach salad. I have wonderful spinach here. Here are just these young spinach, that is with the roots, part of the roots. All I have to do is wash them thoroughly in a water bath, and then I dry them in a spinner, in a salad spinner, and then I can use them in the salad. I will do that in a moment, but first I make the dressing. Because the dressing, it's important to know what kind of dressing I make. When the salad is defined, like a spinach salad, it has to be a certain dressing. For example, spinach has some oxalates, and oxalates, they keep the body from taking in iron and calcium, for example, the minerals, but only in the salad. The minerals in the salad, in the greens themselves, are not absorbed because of the oxalate, not so well absorbed. But to add, for example, iron and calcium, it's very nice to put sesame seeds into the dressing. There's a lot of calcium and iron in the sesame seeds, so it's a perfect balance for the salad, for the greens, for the oxalates in the greens. And what also happens with oxalates, they can cause stone in the kidneys and in the gallbladder. And to balance that, I use some lemon. They keep the oxalates from doing that effect to the liver and the kidneys, and to the stones. So that's why this dressing is not only delicious, it's only very healthy together with the spinach. Spinach is a great green. It tastes nice and gentle. That's an advantage. Some greens are more bitter, but spinach is easier to use, and the leaves are a little bit thicker than lettuce, so my dressing can also be a little thicker. What I do now, adding seasoning to the sesame and the lemon, is salt and pepper and ginger. I begin with a simple combination, adding ginger to the standard pepper and salt, because I want to know if that works. I want to make a very simple salad, and I begin with a very simple dressing. And well, now I make the dressing first, and then I decide if I add some more seasoning or whatever. But I have to blend it twice, because I use the whole sesame seeds. If you have tahini, it's already ground. You can also just blend it once, or even stir it. If you have the other ingredients liquefied or ground, you don't need a blender. But with a blender, it's recommended to blend it twice. If you do not soak the sesame seeds. They're not soaked in my case, so I blend them first, let them sit for a while I prepare the salad, and then I blend it a second time. Now the first blending. Now I'm curious of the flavor. The ginger and the pepper definitely have a very warming effect. I can smell the ginger already. Very nice. Let's see. Looks good. Yeah. Wow. That's also nice, hot. A lot of ginger and pepper in there. So I like that special touch of the flavor. Okay, I let it sit for a while. The flavor, I like the flavor absolutely, and it is also the creaminess is also okay. I won't have to use more water, I guess. I will see to that in a moment, but first now the salad. Here's my bowl, and before I put the spinach into the bowl as the main part of this salad, the spinach salad, I will put the spinach on a cutting board and cut a couple of times through the spinach crosswise to make it a little bit smaller into bite-sized pieces. That's very easy when as soon as the spinach is cleansed and dried. I can do this cutting easily. Other salads like lettuce, for example, I would prefer other methods. Yeah? Tearing it apart with the hands, for example, because the leaves are too tender for the knife. You could also spoil them. And with the spinach, no problem. Just crosswise cutting gives me the bite-sized pieces and the texture I like. What I have here, see, this is the size. The little roots here are very nice too. They're crunchy, have a nice flavor. Really, the fresh spinach has a very nice flavor. The only thing, as I said, is the oxalates. And you take care a little bit of the oxalates with the sesame seed and lemon, you're safe, no problem. So now, I tried to eat just a spinach salad, yeah, with apples. But this time I think I would like to have some more variety. Yeah, spinach is a little bit much only. So I have an apple here. One apple is also bite-sized pieces. And half an onion rings. Just cut the onion down in slices and you have these rings. That would be nice, I guess, for the salad as a decoration or as a second or third ingredient. That's usually a nice combination, yeah. 3 ingredients together, they make one new whole, one new flavor, because if you only have 2 ingredients, it is pretty easy to taste through and to identify each of the ingredients in the new flavor, so that the mind has an easy job to find the ingredients again. With 3 ingredients, there are a lot more options for the mind to understand what is what and what is how related. It's a lot bigger number, larger, higher number of options to interrelate for the ingredients when I have 3. So 3 begins really to be interesting for the flavor. So that is my salad combination today. I have 3 ingredients. As I said, it's the spinach and the apples and half an onion only, or not too much. Yeah. And now I go back to my dressing. I have to blend it for a second time to get the really creamy effect. The sesame seeds, they will certainly have soaked a little bit. After the blending, the soaking is very quick. Before the blending, soaking takes some hours or so, or overnight. But after the blending, it soaks quite quickly. I can taste it. The structure of the sesame seeds, a nice flavor, nice, powerful. And I blend it again. Now I will check if it worked, if there's a change. Oh, it looks definitely creamier now. I can already see it. Texture looks more fine, more smooth. But can I feel it also in my tongue? Let's see. Yeah, a big difference. So second blending is a big difference. You should try it. It's definitely good. I found out a long time ago. I always do it now with sesame seeds. See, that's what a sesame cream looks like. It's a very nice flavor, yeah, and it covers all the leaves, the spinach here, and just one thing I want to notice that you take care of. This spinach, this dressing, the sesame dressing, is pretty simple. Yeah, I just added the ginger to make it round, but important especially for the simple dressings is that the ratio of the ingredients. It's very easy to use too much lemon, and that would really destroy the flavor of this dressing. I tried that before with a whole lemon, and it was really not nice. It was a nice dressing, but it was far too sour. totally sour, and it overwhelmed the whole spinach. I thought I was thinking, what a pity. I cannot serve that to anyone, that kind of salad. But as soon as I took less of the lemon, only half, and a little bit more of ginger, the whole thing changed. It's now the flavor is really perfect. It's a really nice rounded creamy dressing. So that's what I want to tell you about today about my dressing, the ratio with a lemon. That was important because that was something I experienced myself, and I won't make that mistake again. It happens sometimes, especially with a lemon, that I can take too much and the whole flavor doesn't work anymore. It's not bad, you can eat it, but it's really not really enjoyable. Yeah, that's the thing. It has to be really enjoyable. I love to have a wonderful flavor in my food. So I have my salad ready. There's two parts. The three main ingredients in the salad, and the dressing, second part, and the third part. I chopped up some almonds maybe on top. I found that it's very nice to have on the spinach, which is a very nice flavor, some more variety, some more crunch. We have the apples, we have the onion rings, very gentle and tender, and then of course the spinach and the almonds. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. It's a very nice salad, very becoming and also rich in nutrients. Everything is in there, from the protein from the sesame seed and the fat of the nuts, and the fiber everywhere. Also the apples, the sour flavor, sweet and sour from the apple, the little hot flavor from the onions, and very fine greenlets, and the base, yeah, strong green tender base of the spinach. Hope you enjoyed that. If you like, thumbs up, subscribe. MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day, and find me on Facebook, on Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.